Braxton was diagnosed with choroid plexus carcinoma, a brain tumor. St. Jude is helping us put away our fears. We have an amazing team.
Let me get rid of this. Alright, good. Alright. Hello, happy Memorial Day, everybody. I just thought,
fights for the best outcome for Braxton. He has the best chance here. St. Jude is a community within the community. I have my St. Jude family. No matter how lost in life you feel with what you're going through, to be surrounded by family here is amazing. I wish there was a word bigger than thank you, more close to the heart,
What is going on?
because thank you's not enough. They've given me hope. They've given me my son.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. And normally, I go on at night and everything, and I'm about to go with family right now. But I just wanted to first, depending on where you are in the country, you might already be there, you might already be on your way there, but, having this day off. And now a lot of people, I was actually surprised to learn, a lot of people didn't know the difference between like Veterans Day and Memorial Day. Now I'm sure that 80% of my audience does, but for those who don't, Veterans Day, like that would be a day for like people like me. And I saw in chat Libohound, Marine. I was gonna say he wasn't, but when you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. For men like us. But Memorial Day is for men like my father, my grandfather, and my two uncles on my mother's side. Um, um, well, this is our day to remember those people that lost their lives serving. And wow, I didn't expect that. Okay, so I also thought it'd be fun to kind of go. So anyways, that's the difference. Basically, is like the picture you see right now. Remembering our fallen, and that's why some of the photos that I had put up. Not right now. The picture you saw before. That's why some of the photos I put up, I try to put them in the sequence of like I actually have two folded American flags. I have my uncle who was my godfather and my father, and then another one of my cousins is my grandfather, and then my other uncle who had kids, their kids obviously have his flag. And so I'm sure a lot of you guys have a folding flag in your house, and there's a method actually to how they fold it. And I had it up. Let me see. So I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna give you some fun facts, just facts, different things about Memorial Day. That was my plan today. To kind of do stuff like that. But I would also like to kind of do what the steps of folding the flag represent. Now, I thought everybody in the military had to do that at one point or another, folding the flag. I never did a funeral. That's for. I'll call you back. I'm in the middle of a video. I got it. All right, I gotta go. All right, bye. Anyway, so I'm sorry. Okay, so I thought all veterans, at least learn to fold the flag, and in the every morning we put it up, and when you take it down, you have to fold it the correct way. And and then of course at a funeral, they have the flag. I remember my father's funeral, for instance, and he was Air Force. So the Air Force guys, they honor guard. They fold the flags. Now, unless you were honor guard, you probably didn't do a funeral unless it was like a special arrangement type of thing, like where it's a huge military family. We could have actually done that for my father, which I thought of at the time, but you're in grief. It was sudden. But we had enough military people there that were immediate family that we could have done it ourselves. But it was nice to have them there they did the they shot the guns and all that stuff. So the rifles. So okay, I am going to. I want to first go over that folded flag. It's not just for nothing, and I didn't know this actually at the time. I just learned how to do it. I thought everyone did, but then again, I spoke to other people sometimes that were in the military, and they never had that duty of folding the flag, which blew my mind. You know, they could have been stolen valor, but I don't know. Who knows? But then again, I could see there'd be some situations where someone never gets to learn that. But there's steps to how that flag is folded and handed to the family member, or taken down, and at the end of the day, and taken until you put it back up in the morning. So I want to go over that real quick. Let me see. This should be it. Well, okay. Oh, 13. This one says 13 fold. That's not right. Oh, I did 11 fold. Wait. Sorry, guys. I had this all up, but then I hit the wrong button just as I was going up. I mean, I have all the other stuff I want to do, but this one got messed up. All right. So the American Legion has the 13 folds, and now here's the 11 folds, which I believe mine was 11 folds. Well, actually, no, wait. Actually, it might have been the 13. Let me see. Okay, anyways. Okay, so. Alright. So we'll get this up. So it is, yeah, 13. 13. That's right, 13. Alright. I saw one with 11. I'm curious what that one's going to say. Let me see. Okay. So here we go. So yeah, the 13 folds, not 11. That's right. Okay, so I mean, I would do it without even. I could do it in my sleep, but it's 13. That's right, not 11. Okay, so let me get this pulled up. And I can't see the chat right now. I can maybe look at my phone. It'll just be a delay though. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys. Okay, I think these things are important to go over. Okay, so. Alright. So, American flag folding. The meaning of the 13 folds. Alright, so as each fold is made in the flag, the following is recited. So, fold 1. The 13 stripes represent the original 13 states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island. Fold 2. The 50 stars represent our 50 United States of America. Now this is a way to learn it as well, because like when you fold it the first time, you have 13, and that, you know what I mean. So it's like that's what ends up being on top, and then you flip. All right, so fold 3. I know what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. I love that. It's one of my favorite quotes of all time. Although I guess what he really said was something totally different. I actually ended up learning that in history class. Then again, I guess I believe the professor, but because of the professor was of high integrity, and but there's some professors they just like I don't know. Okay, so these are the times full 4. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country, but he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. So basically, I've served, my father served, my uncles have served, they're all deceased, I'm alive, but it's, for instance, my cousin who joined the Marines. He's been in 9 months now. He just finished boot camp like 4 months ago or something like that. And yeah, he would be the one who deserves the love and thanks, according to Thomas Paine, what he's saying. Full 5, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And we all know it's from the Declaration of Independence. Fold 6, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. That's in the Constitution. Fold 7, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. First Amendment. Although we see that being chipped away at every single day, especially the first couple points there. Prohibiting that's about religion. Abridging the freedom of speech or the press. All right, come on, the right for people to assemble. Now they owe this whole thing with, if you're not assembling for what's popular, you don't get the permit. That's not what America is. All right, so fold 8, the basis of our political system is the right of the people to make and to alter their constitutions of government. Now, we just did that in 2016, those who believe it needed changing. Anyone who doesn't believe it needed changing, I don't know what they were thinking. And you know what? It's easy to get caught up in it, but you look at how things are now under Trump and how he's fixed so many things that were just common sense. And he's even gone above and beyond and, taken on China and we're at like phase 3 of this trade war, and it's getting, it's serious, and we're winning. People criticize him for that, but no one talks about the good stuff, on the media at least. All right. And there's just too many people who are too easily, they just see something on TV and they just believe it. And that's the biggest weakness of the people, in my opinion. Okay. Fold 9. My God, how little do my countrymen... I'm sorry. What's it called? Oh yeah, hey. I'll be there. Yeah. What do you mean? I'll be there in a half hour. All right. All right. I'll be there at 1:30. I'll be there at 1:30. Bye. Bye. I gotta go. All right. It's one now, 1:30. Bye. Sorry about that, but I'm sure you guys are making your plans too. Okay. All right. I just wanted to do this before I went and had my day because I was reading some stuff and I'm like, I think it'd be nice to actually put out something because this is all about the fallen, and we fold the flags for the fallen. And why do we fold the flags? These are the reasons why. You're actually supposed to recite these, I guess. At the beginning, it said, and you recite them as you fold them. I didn't know. We didn't do that. I didn't do that. But then again, I never did it like a funeral. I only did it on base. Um, okay, my God, how little do my countrymen know what precious blessings they are in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. At that time, freedom, yes. Fold 10. That was Thomas Jefferson, by the way. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Abraham Lincoln, of course. Fold 11. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. And that's inscribed in the Statue of Liberty, who was given us to the French, and the maker of it actually turned out to be one of the people that they thought were Illuminati, but he's more so, I believe, Rosicrucian. I think the Illuminati, it's like not really it's a thing, but not like what people think, It's just kind of like a buzzword, you know. He was actually Rosicrucian. So I don't really exactly love that one. My heritage is from immigrants, and I do believe in having immigrants, but they just have to do it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't say like, give me your tide, your poor, and have them sneak under my dress. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Just sneak under my dress and come in without being registered. Having no like identity. No, that's an invasion. That's different. Full 12. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. What a great man he was. JFK. Probably the best thing Massachusetts has produced. Although we produced Adams and all that, but JFK's got to be number one. The best product we've been doing. A lot of famous people from Massachusetts, but JFK is just like maybe number one this nation has produced. I mean, what a great man. I wish he was a little bit more faithful in his marriage, but Fold 13. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I think we're basically there. They said it's funny, the people that they think are racist aren't, and the people who are racist put those poor people in that position. But we're not going to get into political or any stuff. This is purely about Memorial Day. I just like to give a little. You guys know me. Okay, so now, here's why there's 2 different versions. Okay, so the American Legion does it a different way. The first fold is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veteran departing our ranks, who gave a portion. By the way, I don't know how many of you guys are part of American Legions. I am. I just go there for the dollar. It's $1 for a beer, not like a tiny, like a good sized beer, $1. It's great. But the one I normally find myself at is the veterans of foreign wars. Those ones. the VFW. Usually I'm there, but I am part of a Legion as well. Well, was. I haven't been there in years at the Legion one. But anyways, yeah, so I said depending again. The fourth fold represents our weakened nature as American sisters trusting in God. It is to Him we turn in times of peace, as well as in times of war, for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. Ooh, I love that one. The sixth fold is where our hearts lie. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, Lord God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I don't care if it's uppercase or not. You know, Elohim in the Bible, when they refer to Lucifer at times, sometimes does say God, but he's more like a underling, but he's still a god. It's a human, you know. So you got to be careful sometimes. You want to make sure in the Bible you want to make sure what you're reading, if you believe that it says Lord God, not just like a Elohim, which is basically like angels, magistrates. Okay. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces. For it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of our republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day and to honor our mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men who have made this country great have been molded by their mother. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country since he or she was first born. Wow, that's actually true in my family. I like that one. I actually like that one the most now. The 11th fold. In the eyes, I never heard it like this. The other one I had heard before, I never heard these ones. So this one has just 12 folds. I don't understand. So the 10th fold is a tribute to Father. For maybe it's that last part where you tuck it. For the 11th fold in the eyes of Hebrew citizens represents the lower portion of the seal of King David, and King Solomon glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold in the eyes of a Christian citizen represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Wow. So I found that interesting. I thought you guys might as well. We saw the American Legion, what they do. Now, let's look at some facts about this day, so that you may not have known. 9 Memorial Day history facts you probably didn't know. And before I start, I'm just gonna do a quick check if I can just get a 5x5 or a yes, if the audio is good and if you guys could read along the whole time. How do I see that? So, can you guys hear me? And you guys could read along 5x5? Or yes? Just want to make sure before I continue. Yeah, guys, if you want to change the top chat to live chat, you just click it and click the bottom one. Yes, all good. Okay, let's continue. All right, so I just thought it'd be cool to see some 7 things you didn't know about Memorial Day. Well, I mean, okay. Well, originally it was called. I can tell you this one. Originally it was called Decoration Day, and basically the reason they call it this, and I'm not reading this verbatim. I just already know it. The reason that they called it Decoration Day was, well, you know what? How about this? I have an idea. This might be fun. Okay, so let's see. Let's see who can get some of these answers correct first. Okay, so when after you have, how about this? The first one to answer wins. No googling. Okay, we're gonna go by the honor system. Okay, we're gonna go by the honor system. No googling, nothing like that. But basically, let's see who can get each, or if anyone can get the answer right first. Okay. After what war did Memorial Day start? First to answer gets a point, and in the end, I'll send a prize to whoever wins, whoever gets the most points. So if you're here, congratulations, you're in the contest. After what war? Did Memorial Day start? I'm assuming you guys can hear me. I don't see any answers yet. So the question was, Memorial Day was created. It was originally called. It was originally called Decoration Day. And after which war did they start Decoration Day, which then became Memorial Day? This is it. It was originally called Decoration Day. Yeah, so I'm live. So nobody knows the answer? Does anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess? I'm not making statements. I'm saying this is a Korean War. Good guess, but no. World War II. Close, but no. Not close, actually, but, good guess. I would have, honestly, had I not already read this, I would have guessed World War II as well. But I had read all these. I was gonna just read off a bunch of like fun facts about Memorial Day. Well, you don't have to be confident. I mean, so far there's Brenda Gale. Did you be honest, Brenda? Did you Google it? It's Civil War. You're right. Now, did you Google that? Brenda? Because I wasn't sure if you were here when I said what I said before. Well, anyways, answer me yes or no when you have a chance, if you Google it or not. The whole thing is, it's Memorial Day. Let's just We could all be the fastest to Google, and obviously some people might do that, but um, I think it'd just be cool, like an honor system. Everyone really just guess. Otherwise, it's so you did Google it, Brenda. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna give the point to my Fugal Kool-Aid, but you get a half point because did you not? Maybe you did. Maybe you joined after I said it. So yeah, well, yeah. So it was called Decoration Day before Memorial Day, and after the Civil War, they laid down. Now this might be a tough. The next question I have might be too tough. So after the Civil War, they that's why it was called Decoration Day. Now it's always the last Monday of May. But I was gonna ask who like created it, but that's like kind of too hot of a question. It was General Logan, of the Army of the Republic. Obviously on the Union side, and it's right now. It's obviously the last Monday of the month of May. However, does anyone know it originally, like a lot of holidays, until we became a corporate America and everything was about, the holidays have to be on a Monday. You know what I mean? So you have that extra day for a weekend. You would put a date to it. So now, what was the original date for Memorial Day? And if it takes a while, if nobody's really getting it, I'll just take whoever's closest. So the what was the original date of Memorial Day? You know what? I actually rethought that. Storm, I do. You know what? All right, Brenda. Brenda has a point and a half. I was about to give you a point for that first question, Brenda, because you were honest. You know what? Honesty goes a long way. So you know what? You have 2 points, Brenda. You have 2 points, not a point and a half. So you have 2 points, and my Fugal Kool-Aid has 1 point. Okay. Next question. Because we shouldn't try to cheat on something like this. Trust me, it's not some like big prize that's worth just it's small. It's just a little thing, and it helps people remember these things. Um, let's see. So now here's a little fun fact. This isn't a question. But in addition to the national holiday, 9 states officially set aside a day to honor those who died fighting for the Confederacy in the Civil War, which they should. I mean, if it was another country, I would expect them to. So why wouldn't we want our own countrymen who died, they just because they lived where they lived, I mean, the shots are called by the rich people, the people like us, I'd assume. We just end up fighting the wars. And if you're in the South, you're going to fight for the South. So, anyways, those 9 states who actually have a Memorial Day, but a Confederate Memorial Day, are Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Virginia. I'm surprised Virginia and North Carolina still do it. They've gone so liberal. Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Georgia. I mean, they're down their statues. I'm surprised that they have Memorial Day still, Confederate Memorial Day. And that is the last Monday of May. Oh, so it's on the same day. So it's today. So happy Confederate Memorial Day for those of you guys in the South, if that's your cup of tea. Now, does anybody know the birthplace? You know what? I'm not going to ask for the town. Just give me the state. If you give me the town, I'm going to know that you Googled it. Which, it's an honor system. I mean, I think you guys are pretty honorable, and you guys, there's no like big gift at the end. There's a small prize, but nothing worth cheating on Memorial Day about. Buffering. So yeah, Brenda got it first on that one. So Brenda has 2 points. My Fugu Kool-Aid has 1 point. Now the next question was I don't know if you guys heard the next question. It is basically you don't have to give me the city or town because that'd probably be a giveaway. To be actually, you know what? What is the birthplace of Memorial Day? Where did it first happen? And if you can give me the state, that would be sufficient. Iowa was not one of them out of the storm, as far as the last question. But the new question is, what is the state? I was going to ask for the city, but that's too hard. You'd have to Google it. I don't want people Googling things. But what state is considered the first Memorial Day, the birthplace of Memorial Day? Obviously it was first practiced. Although I will say to this, there are many cities and towns, especially east of the Mississippi, both north and south, that proclaim their city or town to be the birthplace of Memorial Day. But officially, there's one. There was one that was recognized as the first. It actually was like later on. They went back, and there's all these different places claiming it, and they, through history and through all that, they were able to figure out this was the beginning. Virginia, no. Good guess. Maryland, that's a very good guess. No. Virginia was my first guess. My Fugu Kool-Aid. I was thinking, around DC, so sorry, Maryland makes sense as well. Arlington? Well, just asking for a state. Yeah, no, not Virginia. Yeah, I know. I was thinking, Virginia. I don't know where, but maybe where one of the battles were, something like that. Yeah, so what is the most famous battle that happened in Virginia? I know there was a couple. But anyways, yeah, so the question's still out there. The point's still up to be taken. Brenda's up 2-1 on my Fugu Kool-Aid. The birthplace, the state. And if you have already guessed once, you can have one more guess. Hey, what's up? Come on. But hey, there's a reason I'm not answering. I'm gonna call right back. Okay. So, Brenda, yeah, someone else already guessed Maryland. Nope. All right, Liverhound got it. It's New York. It's actually Waterloo, New York. All right, so now we have Liverhound and my Fugu Kool-Aid with 1 point and Brenda with 2. All right, so let's see. On that one, by the way, I gave people a second guess just because it seemed like there wasn't. I don't know how many people are here. I don't have that type of stuff up right now. I don't have all the analytics up, so I just assumed that people would come. But I know a lot of people are busy today too. So let's see. All right, so of all the parades going on today, which one is the largest parade? In which city is the largest parade? Wow, I must have like a really long delay. So which city hosts the largest parade for Memorial Day? As far as how many people witness it, like are there, how many people are there. I think it's also the biggest as far as like the actual parade as well. So instead of guessing states, we're guessing cities now. Which city has the largest parade? No, it was Waterloo, New York. But you would have gotten the New York. All I needed was the state. You would have gotten it right, Gusta Broken. But there must be like a really bad delay. If I were you, well, it sounds like you're even further back. I would rewind it. Right now, the question is, what is the biggest parade in the United States? Which major city holds the biggest parade? Oh, it's buffering? Should be good. Alright, it should be good now. Maybe refresh. Oh, who said DC? Alright, Gus. So are you Googling it? Just be honest, yes or no. Cause I don't think the other people are Googling. It looks like everyone's Googling. I guess that's an obvious one. So I'll leave that alone. But guys, just out of respect for the fallen, please, let's just do like a real trivia. We could all Google and be quick. But, yep, and Gusta Broken got it first. So basically we have Gusta Broken, Mafugo, and Liberhound with 1 point, Brenda Gale with 2 points. Alright? Okay. Next question. Oh, and by the way, in the guy, obviously that's me in the Navy, but that's the reason I took that. I hate that picture of me. That was right when I graduated boot camp. I was in like the performance division and all that. We graduated. My dad was so proud, and that's my father. He was Air Force, like when the Air Force was first created. you know, I mean they were like literally like like a new thing. It's like the Space Force now. He had college time and everything, so he was able to get in there. Back then, the Air Force really hard to get into because it was like the new big thing. It's like getting into the Space Force now. I'm assuming it's very difficult. You gotta get really high scores. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get a good one that isn't too hard and we're always sitting here all day, but not too easy either. Okay. In what decade, not what year, but what decade did they start making Memorial Day a federal holiday? Now, some of you might remember this, some of you might not. In what decade did they start making? Sorry about that. You won't hear those noises anymore. Okay, so in what decade did they start making Memorial Day a national holiday? No, it's all right, Gus. It's all good. You're right. Right after I said that, I was like, actually, that was a pretty easy one. But the new question is, in what decade? If you want to give the exact year, that's great too. But thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me because he served, I served, his father served. So that's what it's about. It's not about me. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Thank a veteran today, but if you have somebody who's died, who served, or especially like killed in action, or maybe they had PTSD untreated, and had problems in life and ended up dying in a different type of way, but really the result was their service. That's what today is about. It's about Memorial Day. It's about the people who gave their lives for this country. You know? Yeah, yeah. I knew you guys would. But I'm just saying, just for everybody, in case there's one person who would, because then they just get every question right away. But the new question is, once again, so it's what decade did they stop making it a federal holiday? And I'll give you a hint. Some of you might be alive, all right? So I'm not going to say yes or no's because that'll narrow it down too much because I said some of you guys might actually remember this. If you want to give the exact date, and I'll let you know when I see a right answer. So you only get one answer apiece. We have the 50s, we have the 60s, we have the 60s. So I'm not saying any of those are wrong. I just want everyone to give an answer. At least, just guess. But some of you might have been alive. Some of you might have not been alive. I just want to give people a chance to answer. But one answer each. Should probably do some kind of it's just if there wasn't a delay, I'd do like a countdown. Well, I'm asking what decade, Gus? So I mean, I know what you're answering basically gives me a decade, but then again, so what decade would you say the Vietnam War was ended, Gus? By the way, my father's name was Gus. If it seems like I've always kind of had a soft spot for you, Gus the Broken, It's because of my father's name was Gus, the one in the picture. Well, his real name was Augustine, but in America, everyone called him Gus. Everyone from the old country called him, Augustine or Augie. But in America, he was Gus. So all you said was after the Vietnam War, Gus. You want to put a decade? All right, 70s. Gus the Broken Got It. It was in 1971 that it became a federal holiday. And I think that what Gus said is the reason. It's after Vietnam, all those deaths, and I think that's when they started making it a federal holiday. It was already a holiday, but not a federal holiday. All right, so okay, so that's 2 points, Gus. Hold on. All right, I hope people are keeping track of me. 2 points, Gus. 2 points, Brenda. 1, Mafugo. 1, Levelhound. All right. Ha, that's a cool call sign. Okay, so a couple more questions here. Some of these are too difficult. Yeah, some of these are really difficult. So, all right. So, this was signed in as an act in which by Bill Clinton. It's called the National Moment of Remembrance Act, and it asks Americans to pause and observe a national monument of remembrance at what time. Now it's whatever your local time is, so it's not like, well, are we talking Eastern time? No, it's wherever you live. So, I would be doing it at the same time as somebody in California would be doing it 3 hours later, if that makes sense. Okay, so at what time of the day? All right, it's just it's not like 8:30 or 8:15. It's just the first number. It's the beginning of an hour. So whoever gets that first, let's see. Well, early 80s, 1971. But anyways, so for this one, haha, not for some. Okay, so for this one, the question is, at what time are you supposed to, according to the act by Bill Clinton, supposed to, at a national monument, like as a veteran, like I remember last Memorial Day, I laid a wreath at a Vietnam monument on behalf of the town at this exact time that he says. This is why I know this is correct. So, no, everybody's late on hearing the questions. Like, I asked the questions, this question, like what I'm seeing, like what I just saw was sunset. That came up about like a while ago. Sunset, well, basically what I'm asking for is just like a time, just like if, like, is it 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock, AM or PM. So 6 o'clock, And put AM or PM. I mean, obviously you're probably talking PM with some of these numbers, but if it's, I'm assuming PM on these. If it's AM, say otherwise. Liverhound got it. It's 3 p.m. So at 3 p.m. today, guys, if you have a national monument in your area, you know, not just because Bill Clinton said so, but it would be a nice time to go and at least pay your respects. But you're correct, Marine. It is 3 p.m. All right, so we have 2 points for Gus, 2 points for Libo, 2 points for Brenda, who I haven't seen. I mean, she came out of the gate and got the first 2 questions right. Oh, there she is. There's Brenda. Okay. So Brenda got 2, and then Mafu got 1. Okay. And nobody's out of it. So yeah, Libo got it right with 3 p.m., by the way, guys. Okay. All right, next question. All right, so as some of you might notice, like this morning, you might see, like at your local city hall or even at a residence house, the flag at half mast. At what time do they, take it, they put it back to the top of the flagpole? At what time do they? Let me see. Let me make sure I'm reading this right, because yes. Okay, so until what time? Same as that. It's a time question again. Until what time are you supposed to have your flags at half mast? Today. No, Gus. It goes by. If you were listening to what I said before, it goes by where you live. So it'll be 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and then when it turns 3 p.m. on the West Coast, they do it as well. 12 noon, Dame Jade. Boom. She's in the game now. Good, nice. All right, so am I right to say it's Gus, Libo, and Brenda with 2 points, Dame Jade 1 point, and Brenda 1 point? All right. We got 2 more questions. So that means everybody who has a point is in the game. You're not out of it. Everyone's in the game. And if I do have a tiebreaker if needed. Trying to find a good one. Okay. And by the way, that question with the 3 p.m. Seeing a national monument. Do you know that according to this, it's legally required to observe a national monument of remembrance? Wow. I mean, this isn't just some like hack website. It's Time Magazine. It's it's not something that they enforce. Like if you don't go to a monument, they're not going to arrest you. But it's actually you're legally required at 3 p.m. to do it. Now I don't like that. I don't like that. I understand they probably had good intentions, but I don't like that. You know, a lot of men died for a free nation. You should be able to be free to do what you want. Now you should want to go and pay your respects, but I don't think they should make it legally required that you do. That just doesn't sound American. But of course, that was Bill Clinton's idea. You know, everyone else knows what's best for you. You know. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Huh, some of these they're just too hard to. Okay. Now there's one particular commemoration that they say kind of helped jumpstart the tradition. That's not to say that there wasn't like a group of like 20 somewhere else that did that as well. However, what group of people were the first to kick off this premise after Civil War of Decoration Day, where they honored those who died? It's a particular group of people. I worded that in a certain way too, so it's kind of one of those questions that will. Whoa, everyone's still answering. We already that question was already. I already said Liberhound got it. It was noon. Liberhound was the first to get it. It was noon. But the new question is, what group of people are considered by history to be the first to kind of have like a mass gathering in remembrance, and it was kind of like the jump start to what would later what became Decoration Day and later became Memorial Day. What group of people? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't like about like. Actually, no, I can't give the hint. But what group of people? It's specific group of people. This is a tough question because this question might decide who wins. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Gus. It shouldn't be legally required. You should. I mean, and I think that most Americans would. Americans who love their country at least and appreciate the sacrifices of others. But it's like I don't know. I think people would do it anyways. When you start telling people they have to do it, that's when it's like, whoa. So I was very surprised to hear that. Even with Bill Clinton, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so a new question is, what particular group of people after the Civil War jump started this whole Decoration Day because they had a huge like gathering of remembrance? The Jewish, good guess, but no. Well, if it was if I said after World War II, it would be a good guess, but no. So after the Civil War, no, that's not. No, that's not. Now, like I mean, like I said, there's doesn't mean that there wasn't other observances, but there was one huge. Back then made the news or whatever. This is after the Civil War, right after the Civil War ended. A bunch of people got in this one place, and they kind of like, had a day of remembrance. So far, no right answers. Think of it. After the Civil War. So what happened in the Civil War? So you gotta think. Who would come together in such large numbers in appreciation and remembrance? That's about as much as it. That's as much hints as I'm gonna give. That's a pretty good one. Nope, nobody has it yet. Nope. Now I'm not saying that these people didn't maybe have some remembrance, but this is like a famous gathering of people, and this is what probably kickstarted the whole idea. Just certain group of people. I'll give everyone a second guess if they want a second guess. So, Gus, how many guesses do you have? You already got two. So, everyone but Gus has another guess, unless you haven't guessed yet. I'm just trying to be fair to everyone. Oh, and Libo, you also guessed twice. Sorry. So everyone else gets a second guess. Just think, after the Civil War, who would be really grateful for the sacrifices made? And would want to honor them and remember them. It's taking longer than I expected. Do you guys need like another hint? I mean, I don't know what else. Just think, you ever hear the outside of our country not being cut in two, as far as like people go, who benefited the most? Well, they don't teach you guys about basic. I mean, this isn't even. Once you guys hear it, you'd be like, oh, of course, that would be it. As far as when I said who benefited the most, Liverpool went the Masons. That's what I just saw. It's actually a pretty. You know what? You're probably more accurate as far as who benefit. African Americans, freed slaves. Yes. Carrie Denham enters the con. Oh wait, did you get the last question right too, Carrie? Yes, it was freed slaves. They're the ones who, they have the most famous. Carrie Denham, I think you got a point before too, right? Or is that I thinking of someone else? No, that was Dame Jade. So that's your first point, I think, Carrie. If it's not, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's your first point. All right. So last question. That means everyone's still in the game because if there's a tie, it's a tiebreaker. Okay. Let me just look here. So she got it right. Freed slaves. It's like we've covered covered so much. Um, and some of them and the other ones is so hard. Oh my. Okay, so in the thumbnail, there's a picture. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know whether I should ask the branch. All right. Well, there's a certain. How do I word this? Okay, there's a certain faction in the military that is their job is to put not their job. They have a lot of other stuff, but they took it upon themselves every Memorial Day, right before the Memorial Day on Thursday, the Thursday before Memorial Day, this U.S. Infantry Division puts the flags at the Arlington National Cemetery. And which infantry division is that? The first, the second, the third, like the 101st, what is it? And I'll also take for an answer, there's also another group that are not military, but only because they are not old enough. Those two groups put flags, one at the Arlington National Cemetery, one at Jefferson Cemetery. So, either one. So the question basically is, who puts the flags on all of both Arlington and Jefferson, those two cemeteries? The one in Arlington is done by a certain infantry division. If you can tell me which one, you get a point. And then also, if you can tell me who puts them at Jefferson. Now the hint with them is they're not military, but only they're a different group. They're just not they're not able to serve. You got it, Carrie. Carrie, are you using Google though? Oh, so you didn't know not to use Google because you just got here, right? Just it's okay. It's Memorial Day. Be honest. Did you use Google? All right, so you're definitely on Google. Oh, so call you. Right, Carrie? You're on Google. You Google it. I'll still give you a point. You have two, just like everyone else. But for now on, for everyone who's new, no Google. Okay? Yeah, Liberal Hound, you could have won, but she beat you to it. But there was a second part of the question. No Google. Who is at the there's also at Jefferson who places the only reason that they're not doing Arlington is because they are not qualified for a particular reason. Um, you got it, Liberhound. And that's it. Liberhound wins. 3 points. The Boy Scouts plant the flags at Jefferson, and the 3rd Infantry Division plant the flags at Arlington National Cemetery the Thursday before Memorial Day. Oh, no, okay, good. Well, you got 2 points. So here's the points. I was just making sure I said it. Yeah, oh, you just read it. Yeah. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. You know, I just thought I'd do like a little trivia because people end up. I find that like, believe it or not, you guys are like next year you'll remember some of this stuff. Maybe not all of it, but you'll at least remember like some of it, just because we did this. You know, just because we did this, you'll remember. So little things that you might have not remembered before. So So basically, from what I got here, I got Liberhound with 3 points, Carrie 2 points, Gus the Broken 2 points, Brenda 2 points. Basically, everyone has 2 points except for one person. Mafugo Q 2 points. Everyone has 2 points, and then one person has 1 point. And one person has 3 points, and that's our window, Liberhound. So Liberhound, I do have your contact information, I believe, but just in case, if you don't mind, the phone number that the call-in number, if you could just text it to that number, that'd be great. That way, we'll discuss. Like I said, it's not going to be any like crazy prize, just something small. Although I do have something in mind in the future where I'm going to be giving out something really nice, like worth a lot of money. So, just to give back. All right, so I just wanted to say Happy Memorial Day to everybody again. I thought we'd just do a little bit of trivia. I was gonna just like, hey, let's go over fun facts. Not fun, facts about this that you might not remember or something like that. And I thought last second, you know what? It might be better to do like a trivia thing and someone could win. So Liberhound's the winner. Congratulations. And who better to win than a Marine, right? So it couldn't have turned out any better. And everyone did very good. I mean, that was good. Every single person right before he answered the second part of that question, everybody had 2 points. There was one person with 1 point. It was like 6 people with 2 points, one with 1 point. And then there were other people that might have not gotten a point. But I mean, that was close. So that was fun. So I got family stuff. I'm sure you guys got family stuff. But please, try to stick around for the outro. It's we're just gonna at 3 p.m., if you have time, I don't think, like Bill Clinton says, you have to no matter what. But if you want to, that is the time that you should go to a national monument, if that's something you would want to do. And again, today is more so, it's about anyone who's ever served, but it's more so about the people who are no longer with us. especially those who fell in battle. But really, no one, the ones who aren't with us as well, just as much, really. But that's it. I mean, we have such a great country, and things are getting better in this country. Things are looking down for a little bit, and the only reason we have that, and people think like, if we didn't spend all this money on military and do all this, like the world is this fuzzy like place with rainbows and unicorns. There is some barbarism that goes on across this world that I feel like some people on the left, if they experienced it, they might change some of their views. Not all of them, That's, I mean, I used to be left, not like liberal, but like a moderate left. Growing up in Boston. But then, as you like grow up, as you get older, you do realize more. But I know today I'll be thinking about my father, my grandfather, and my uncles, and just we need to honor our fallen, because we wouldn't have the things we do, be able to raise a family, be able to come on here and talk and do all these things if it wasn't for those men. So happy Memorial Day, everybody. With all that said, after you do your monument, go grilling, have a beer, whatever your thing is. Have a great day off of work. Just remember why. That's all I say, and that's all I ask. All right. So I hope everyone has a great day. Let me make sure there's no questions for me. All right, and I'm not just gonna sign off just yet. I'm just gonna. So by the way, chat's gonna be open for a little bit. If you guys want to hang out and chat and just, if anyone wants to share what their plans are for Memorial Day, mine are I'm going to pick up my child. We'll meet up with my mother and my child. And because she had her over the weekend, and I don't know yet if I'm gonna let her see her mother, if I'm gonna let her mother see her, but for now I'm just gonna do that, and we're gonna go to a monument, and I already know which one's the one that was one of them was desecrated. Vietnam monument was desecrated here in Massachusetts, like really bad, like they like they like went all out on this thing. It was brand new too. Well, it was like not brand new, but like redone and everything. And it's just horrible. People are such. But anyways, if anyone wants to share what they're doing, as I give this outro, but next time, like you did today, when you're looking for the truth, you know where to come get your Pez, here at the Red Pill Dispensary. Alright, guys. So, let me just throw this up real quick. Alright, so before going into it, I had a female, different God Bless of America take. I actually like this one. So, I'll put this on right now.
of a national salute to the U.S. military.
And thank you for joining me here at the Red Pill Dispensary. And like I said, I will leave the chat open for you guys, and I hope you all have a great day. God bless America, and God bless those who have died protecting our freedom. Alright, guys, and I will see you tonight for a live chat as well. So there will be a live chat tonight. Hopefully, I'll try to get some good topics up. But if you guys want to look up some topics that you guys want to talk about for tonight, when you have some stand down time, that'd be great too. But just most of all, just enjoy your day off, and just if you can make it to a monument, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Just at some point, just remember those who have died for us. Alright, guys. I'm gonna leave the chat open for a little bit here, and I'll just throw up some. And by the way, the picture is me and my father right when I got out of boot camp. Alright, guys. Take care.
with